Oh my gosh, we are starting right back where we left off. And the oh my gosh was for it's just been a crazy day. Sorry, there's no formal intro. We have company, so their room's in use. And I don't have my lights, so we're starting right back where we were looking at this trinket box or trinket dish. It was very pretty. It had a good price. It was only $8. It had gold on the top. The bunny rabbit I thought was almost cuter, and it was 15. But when I looked at the top, it was just a little too worn, and I couldn't tell if that was just the gold worn off or it was actually a chip. Now this lady looks like she has some age to her. It's a planter, a very small planter. You might be able to put some succulents in it. As you can see, there's on the vintage woman planter. They're very descriptive on the tag. It was very nice, but with no maker's mark. $12 was not what I wanted to pay. And if you hear anything in the background, I apologize. Like I said, we have company, and I did like that clear bowl, but I would have bought it for me. It would have been a nice centerpiece. They had some shot glasses, but they only had two, and they didn't match. So if I was going to buy shot glasses to resell, I would want two that match to make a set. And those were cute cups, but I don't know people named Tom and Jerry, so it's kind of hard to sell something when when it's personalized. They sit for a long time because you have to find people with that name on them. This booth had lots of Christmas stuff. I've seen a lot of these at Goodwill. Look at these, though. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, those are gorgeous. But $85 is retail for those. The little gold Christmas dish was really nice, but it's $5. I'm not even sure whether it's vintage or not. This is a vintage prism holder, but it's a very nice cut piece, and as you see, I'm changing hands, so I actually bought that for myself. And this looked like a Davis and somebody gold purse. I can't remember. I have one in the shop that I think has not sold. Oh, Whiting and Davis. That's what it is, Whiting and Davis. And it is Whiting and Davis, $30, which is about retail. A lot more of the antique shops are pricing their things at retail. And a lot of them are using eBay to get their prices. It's a beautiful paperweight, pretty colors. Was $40. It's on sale for $30. And there's some agate, cut agate that's probably from New Mexico. This one was $15. It says it's crystal, but the one that I'm getting is a lot bigger and has a lot more facets cut on it. And I think that it will shine through the light and make more rainbows. I have some in my kitchen window. And oh, look, the Three Stooges. How many of you remember the Three Stooges? Let me know in the comments. Curly, Moe, and Larry. $65. Wow. That would have been neat to find at the Goodwill for $1.99 a piece. So it's a very pretty piece of red glass, but I don't need a piece of red glass. And Christmas flowers, games. Again, you know the saying, you never know what you're going to find. And I went back and looked at it again. And still didn't make up my mind. Some pretty beads. I wasn't interested in the beads. I was interested in this. It's not a celery dish because it's not thin enough or long enough. And beautiful German china. Okay, made in Germany. Could be a bread plate. Of course, nowadays you can use it for whatever you want. Some hobnail glass. And it was $6. It's kind of cute, but I kind of agree with other resellers. Sometimes it's really difficult to sell something that's clear. More books. Looking to see if there's any cookbooks, even though I shouldn't. I wanted to look at this holiday. See, I have it in my hand. I'm going to buy it. I could have taken it up to the front, but at the time, I thought they closed really quick. Here I am, trading hands again. This was a cute trinket box also. Not only is it a trinket box, it's purple. And it's made in Japan. No, Austria. See, I'm even guessing, and I was the one that was there and picked it up in the first place. Some possible flow blue, but I did not look at the pieces until I got to the teacups because I thought they were so cute. And I decided that it was too much. Not too much money, but that it was too many pieces to ship if I sold it as a set. Now this has a tag that says it's Murano. It also says it's $65. There are several pieces of Murano in this glass. There are several pieces of Murano glass in this booth. And I think they might actually be Murano. They do have the clear bottom. It's been polished down, which is one of the signs. The clarity of the glass is also clearly seen in these, and the bubbles are very controlled. Those are 3 of the signs that you look for in a good piece of hand-blown glass, and it does have the pontil scar, or as Ramanda calls it, the belly button. This jar was really cute, but I think it needed to have a lid. Felt like something was wrong, that there should have been a lid. And this is probably a glass-blown Christmas ornament. I happen to have 3 German, and it was only $5. I probably should have gotten that one. But I saw that squirrel, I saw that piece of glass underneath and thought, oh, I want to look at that one. This one is bigger. Again, it has the clear bottom. It's polished. It has the clarity that you can see through it. It has the colors are controlled. And $65 was out of my pocketbook, and $75 is out of my pocketbook, but they are beautiful. If you haven't figured it out yet, I am drawn to glass, wrought iron, wood, rocks, stones of multiple kinds, all those nature things. This is Millefiore. These are little tiny pieces of glass inside glass. And this was probably a glass rod or a glass stick that they cut and put in there to make that pattern. This guy looked so cute. He was on sale for $10. It said it came, I had to look at it again. It said Nicholas with a tree. And I was like, He's cute, but it's right after Christmas. I know Christmas sells all year. I tell you all the time. But I passed it up. These looked really neat. They looked old. At least vintage, if not antique. There was allspice, ginger, nutmeg, and then there was vinegar and oil in the back. And I thought, I'm actually going to take the time to look these up. They wanted $25 for the 4 of them, but there's a very large set. There's like 20 or 22, and it sells for over $100. Well, definitely not all 22 are there. So, and selling them individually, they were selling about $5 or $6. That was kind of cute. A paperweight with coins in resin, clear resin. And I thought the candlesticks were cute. And y'all know, I have a problem with cute. But this was not something that I thought would be worth my while at $24 for the 2 of them. Because to make any money, I would have to sell them for $35 or $40. Was a little out of the resell. And that would have been really cool if they'd had all the teams. They didn't have the Kansas City Chiefs, so I wasn't interested in looking at it anymore. This lamp is just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And it's like $300, but it's gorgeous. I'll have to show you the one that I bought for $29 or $39. This was a beautiful bowl. If we had our new house and I needed a great big console bowl, I might get that blue one. And that was part of the problem today. We drove 45 minutes to go look at a house, and then it was this big ordeal to go through Rently to get an account, to be able to get the code, to be able to get the key to get in the door, and then we had to drive all the way back, and oh goodness. And these were cute. They were all yellow and with grapes on them, and that was a stone something, but it wasn't carved well enough to have enough detail to be able for somebody to just look at it and go, oh, that's a blah blah blah. So I didn't get that either. We've been on a really long streak of not finding a lot of things. This was a cast iron Seattle little doggy. This one was cute also. And sometimes you have days like that. You go in and you look and you look and you look, and you just don't find a whole lot. I wondered if that one matched the other ones, but... And this is just a clear glass elephant, but the detail wasn't enough for me. This is another beautiful glass piece. Even though it's clear, if it had been the right price, $130 is not the right price. Oh, look at this beautiful piece of wood. Oh my. Very nice. There's another piece under it that matches it. An easy bake oven. How many of you had an easy bake oven? Let me know in the comments. It's a pretty teapot, some salt and pepper shakers. I think when we go back to Treasure Isles, we will use a different format, and I'll just video the things that I see that I actually want to talk about or that I'm thinking about taking with me. If you guys think that's a good idea, let me know in the comments. More Christmas stuff. And I did like these glasses. And you know, they were on sale for only $1. All of this stuff was only $1. But even if you buy something for $1, you have to think about, will it sell? Yeah, they might, but how long are they going to sit? And if you pay for $1 now, is it going to sit for a year and it's only going to sell for $5? A Santa candle. They're just about turning everything into candles now. But I did like him because he has the robe of St. Nicholas. I am a St. Nicholas fan, not an American Santa fan. I know. Don't kill me in the comments. Just my own personal opinion. Preference. DVDs right alongside the antiques and vintage items. An old mantle clock. More Christmas stuff. Christmas coffee cup. And more Christmas stuff in boxes. Sometimes when they come in the original box, they are worth more money. And with my brain thinking that they were going to close in half an hour from when I walked in the door, I did not have time to just stand there and look up all of those. I did kind of look at the wooden train. David is a train fanatic. That was really nice until I picked it up. It looked like it had been glued to something. And I was like, I don't, even for $2, even if it's cute, no. And the teacups, not the right price for resale. There's my thumb again. See, I'm holding with my left hand. That perfume bottle I thought was very nice. And for $6, it said as is. And I was like, well, if it was $6 and it was perfect, I might get it for resale. But it was $6 and as is, which means it has a chip or a crack someplace. These were interesting, and I should have turned them over to look at the back to see if they came from a calendar, because my mom used to do that. She used to get calendars, and then she would make pictures out of them and turn the calendar side around. And this was a very beautiful hand-painted tray, and if I had had time, I would have looked that up. Some linens, some baskets, a set of 6 glasses.